Now, the Canyon Country Community Center is something we've asked for a very long time. We've pushed and pushed, and we've mentioned it at various different council meetings. And it was a situation where the city took $330,000 and wanted to go and find a rented location. And they found one over in on Flying Tiger Way, and had the grand opening on January the 12th. And it was really a gala occasion. I got there a little early. It was 9:30, but there's the front of the community center. We can show you again the layout. This is, you can see on the left of the screen is the big circular area. But that was there they were at the front door, and lo and behold, while we were there on that nice chilly morning, we got to converse with Mayor Keller for a while. I looked at this picture and I thought it was really interesting because you can see that Rick is smiling and laughing, and this goes to prove that Mayor Keller does have a sense of humor. So he must have told a fairly good joke. And so we stood around waiting for the center to open. Now, there was a ribbon cutting, and anybody that was there that wants to chime in about this, just interrupt me. That's fine. But I think ribbon cuttings are really great, and I love that huge pair of scissors. Now, I got to admit that I was one that believed in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and all those other things. But I was devastated to find out that there was a little kid in the front that was cutting it with a real pair of scissors instead. Okay. But you can see that Mayor Keller was there, Marcia, Lorraine, Tim Ben was there, Rick Gould is there in the background, our own Michael Cruz was there, right? He's standing there. So it was a really good turnout. And it like played to a packed house. I mean, paper said 100 people, but I think there were more. It was really well attended. I've been to a lot of these kind of things before, but I've never seen one that was this packed and this well attended. It really showed that people wanted stuff. They wanted things to happen, and it was happening. There was lots of interest. This is we'll go through at the end, and I'll show you the layout again. And this was at the desk, kind of in the center, and people are signing up either for to become a member or to become a volunteer or for getting information on one of the things that the center is going to provide. And of course, they brought food with them, so that no one would leave hungry. And here again, if you can look in the background, you can see that there isn't just one or two people milling around. This was pretty packed. It was a pretty good thing. This community center is starting on the same philosophy as the one in Newhall did. And it is at first they leased an area in Newhall, and they're leasing this area. And it's about 3,500 square feet. It's for the amount of people it's going to service. It's going to be a packed house. But hopefully it'll carry forward. There were games. Did anybody find out how to play that game?
It has a bunch of different games.
Bunch of different games.
Yeah.
I just noticed that there were. Well, yeah, I just noticed there was a bunch of sheriffs standing around, and I was hoping they weren't going to use it for target practice. I said, no, don't do that with it. No, that wouldn't be good. But yeah, the kids were having a really good time, and I know that he was beating it with that long noodle, and
it's unique to our community center.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why the sheriffs are all here. Yeah, that was good. And then they did also have some activities where they provided for some of the kids that showed up. They were doing some ceramic stuff, right, and having a good time. So there's the center layout. You can, in the circular area up toward the upper part, that's where the ceramic area was. I don't know if this is going to show up here. Right here is where, right there is where the desk area that we were talking about. And right over here was the game area. So that's the way it looks. And hopefully we can go back there in a few weeks and see that there's a lot of people there. So they have a lot of stuff that they're going to do. They have a lot of the community center, as I said, is on Flying Tiger Drive. They have a lot of city programs, enrichment programs, leisure enrichment, activities, recreation. Then they have some specialty programs. They're going to have art classes, infant, toddler classes, youth classes. Club 50 for those people that are over 50. I don't know where I'd find any, but and some intergenerational programming. Special events. You can, I imagine, rent the place for a birthday party. They'll have some different party themes. Let's see now, and I think those are all the different special themes that they have, and then some special offerings. Family night, popcorn in a movie, kids night out, sports programming, workshops, specialty camps. And their hours are going to be Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so they're closed Sundays and holidays. But what this didn't talk about was the hub activities that they're also going to have in computer classes, in counseling for people that have drug or alcohol problems. So that's what it's going to go. So as far as I'm concerned, the Canyon Country was a great day. It was a great milestone. Certainly this is something that says that the city is starting to pay attention to Canyon Country, and that's a really good thing. And hopefully this will lead to a permanent community center. If you don't know, the Newhall Community Center is located across the railroad tracks from the Metrolink station. And it's a nice building. It was an $11 million building originally. And hopefully also, it's not just Canyon Country that needs this kind of stuff. There'll be a proliferation of other sites in Saugus and Valencia. Because if we're talking about public safety is not just having a bunch of sheriffs roam around. Public safety is doing all the proactive things that you need to do to keep the kids' interests so they don't get in trouble, or the young adults' interest. And community centers are definitely one of those things that helps that situation. So we want to thank, we'll give a big thank you to the Santa Clarita Council and staff. But also, I think even more important is that I want to thank all of you. And as we went through pushing to make this happen, that all of you that never gave up and made the grand opening a reality. I thought that was a really good thing. So give yourself a round of applause. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Where is Flying Tiger Way? Oh. Well, it's not near the 94th Aero Squadron. Flying Tiger Way is on Sierra Highway. It is between Villa Princesa and Soledad. It's about halfway in between. It's across the street from the Tellys, and it's right next to the senior apartment complex. Right next to the car wash. It's now in the city.